back to that God Power channel. This is the channel where we're going to unlock the God Power laying dormant on the inside of you. But first today, what we're going to do is continue breaking down the book of Revelation like we have been doing. I was going to continue putting out that whole book before the end of the year, which I still am. But I got delayed because I caught this little feeling that put me down for about a day and a half. So I'm back and let's do this. We're about to run through the rest of the chapters of Revelations today and tomorrow. I think last time I left y'all on chapter 8, so naturally we'll pick up on chapter 9. Chapter 9 is when the fifth angel blows their trumpets. And remember, the eagle was out there screaming the last three trumpets are about to be horrible, so woe to everybody who's alive. But let's go ahead and jump into chapter 9 and see what happens. So it says, "Then the fifth angel blew his trumpet, and I saw a star that had fallen to the earth from the sky. And he was given the key to the shaft of the bottomless pit. When he opened it, smoke poured out as though from a huge furnace, and the sunlight and air turned dark from the smoke." So here's what John says. He says he saw a star fall, and then he references that same star as a he. So I don't know if it's like a light that fell from heaven, but that was actually a person or an angel or what. But then it says, "Then locusts came from the smoke and descended on the earth, and they were given the power to sting like scorpions. They were told not to harm the grass or the plants or the trees, but only the people who did not have the seal of God on their foreheads. They were told not to kill them, but to torture them for 5 months with pain like the pain of a scorpion sting. In those days, people will seek death, but will not find it. They will long to die, but death will flee from them." And so these scorpions are now here, or not scorpions, these locusts that have scorpion stingers are here. They're about to explain them a little bit more. Here it goes. The locusts looked like horses prepared for battle. They had what looked like gold crowns on their heads, and their faces looked like human faces. They had hair like women's hair, and the teeth like the teeth of a lion. They wore armor made from iron, and their wings roared like an army of chariots rushing into battle. They had tails that stung like scorpions, and for 5 months they had the power to torment people. Their king is the angel from the bottomless pit. His name in Hebrew is Abaddon, in Greek Apollyon, the destroyer. The first terror is past, but look, 2 more terrors are coming." So that imagery is really crazy of these locusts. These are not regular locusts. They got women hair and teeth like lions and wings. Oh man, craziness. Let's keep on going on. So the sixth angel, this is going to be the second terror. Oh gosh. "Then the sixth angel blew his trumpet, and I heard a voice speaking from the 4 horns of the gold altar that stands in the presence of God. And the voice said to the sixth angel who held his trumpet, 'Release the 4 angels who are bound at the great Euphrates River.' Then the 4 angels who had been prepared for this hour and day and month and year were turned loose to kill 1/3 of the people on earth. I heard the size of their army, which was 200 million mounted troops." Now, these angels have been bound for a long time, and now they're just being unbound. And you always think angels are all lovely and nice, but these angels, they're there to kill. So they kill 1/3 of the people on earth, which is crazy. It goes on to say, "And in my vision I saw the horses and the riders sitting on them. The riders wore armor that was fiery red and dark blue and yellow. The horses had heads like lions, and fire and smoke and burning sulfur billowed from their mouths. 1/3 of all the people on earth were killed by these 3 plagues, by the fire and the smoke and the burning sulfur that came from the mouths of the horses. Their power was in their mouths and in their tails, for their tails had heads like snakes, with the power to injure people." These are some wild animals. What in the world? So a horse with a head of a lion and tails the snakes? Sheesh. In verse 20 it says, "But the people who did not die in these plagues still refused to repent of their evil deeds and turn to God." How? How are you that stubborn? It doesn't even make sense. They continued to worship demons and idols made of gold, silver, bronze, and stone and wood, idols that can neither see, nor hear, nor walk. And they did not repent of their murders, or their witchcraft, or their sexual immorality, or their thefts. So these people are stubborn. And after they got tortured with some exotic animals that don't even belong here, they're still not turning from their ways. Everybody knows what's going on at this point. You know it's God. But these people are like, so what? I don't care. I'm going to do me. That's horrible. But we'll see what happens coming up here in the next few chapters. That is the end of chapter 9. I hope you learned something. Hope you're following along in this book. And I hope you do something nice for somebody. But that's going to end us here. And I'll pick up in a moment on chapter 10. But I do need y'all to remember that you got that God power. I got that God power.
Tapping the source, tapping the vibe.